welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Zaz. I love to travel to unusual places. And today I'm taking you to Saudi Arabia. But first I have a question. Who made this funny video and who approved it? Also this time we are not traveling solo. We have this guy here who happens to be my best friend and travel companion for this trip. We also had almost a full flight to ourselves and flew over this beautiful desert. It was a night flight and pretty short. After landing, a kind gentleman from the hotel picked us up, which was a bit of a surprise because we didn't book anything, but he said, no, I'm here for you. Well, he wasn't. So after we already hit the road for 20 minutes, he got a call. Someone really angry asking him to turn back, so that's what we did.
So what are we gonna do?
He explained the situation and apologized, but it didn't help our mood a lot. So yeah, here is Moritz's face. Anyway, after we turned back, we took a normal taxi, and after 45 minutes on the road, we finally reached the beautiful resort. After being up all night, because not all of us can sleep on a plane, and some turbulences during the flight, we just wanted to make it to the room to nap. What we didn't expect is that the drive to the room was about 15 minutes because the resort was huge.
It's far.
Well, you get the point, right? So let's speed it up a little bit. The journey was really pleasant though, and we had a small history lesson about AlUla. He explained where everything is in the resort, and then we already arrived. Of course, Moritz wanted to have a nap, so I went exploring. Welcome to AlUla in Saudi Arabia. I've always wanted to come since it opened to the public, which is 2018, I think. Yeah, but then COVID came, and then after it reopened, the stays were like 18,000 dirhams, which is more than 4,000 euros, which I didn't want to spend or couldn't at that time even. So still now, I think that's a lot of money. So if I can, I don't want to spend that. But to be honest, this place is worth it. So luckily we came now in summer. It's not that expensive anymore because no one wants to be in 49 degrees heat. But I mean, it's not that bad. Just as you can hear, like I'm short of breath and thirsty all the time. Lips dry, hair not on fleek. Yeah, if you can live with that to save some money, then do it. If not, then pay a bit more and come a bit later. But then also you don't have the advantage that it's super empty here. And I mean, usually in hotels where you can rent bikes, you have to wait sometimes days for them to be free. Like in Maldives, for example, we never got a bike. But now, like we got it on first try. It's amazing. So I can recommend if you're a bit heat resistant like we are. Okay, let's show you guys the room. To be honest, when we booked it, I had no idea it's gonna be this big. I mean, I'm not surprised as everything in Saudi Arabia is stunning, really nicely made and luxurious. But it was advertised as glamping and I had no idea how big it's actually gonna be. So this is the gorgeous bathroom, and as you can see, I finally figured out how to disable the flickering on my GoPro. So yeah, I'm very happy. Thanks for all your recommendations and tips. Let's go outside. When we arrived, we had a sandstorm first, and then all of a sudden it started raining, which was super surprising because it was 49 degrees and we didn't expect it. It's raining again. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Raining in the Saudi desert. Was guckst du da jetzt so? My friend is not happy. Why you're not happy it's raining? If you don't follow me now, I don't know. So once it stopped raining, we grabbed the bike and explored the surroundings a little bit. It was a really scenic route to the pool, which took us around 5 minutes. Now we are coming to the most gorgeous part of the whole resort, the pool. Okay, I can't be the only one who's going out in public and hates when the public is actually there. Especially when I'm on holiday. Like I hate other tourists, if that makes sense. I know it's stupid, but I would rather have the whole place to myself. But of course it's not possible, but a girl can dream, right? Sorry, I had to be a bit sneaky here filming the pool because there were some people, of course. So I'm doing my best here. Please appreciate
All good,
and
thank you.
have a look at this gorgeous view.
Of course, it was a bit overcast, unfortunately, but it still looked stunning. So I stayed for a little while and then went to explore the spa. So this is how the spa looks here. Let's see if I can show you from the inside. It's closed. Hi. Just wanted to check if I can just film quickly the inside. Here he explained to me that I would need an appointment with the marketing and media team to film the inside of the spa, but it wasn't my intention. I just wanted to film the entrance, so he agreed. Yeah. It was really modern and beautiful, and the spa treatment started from around $100, which is quite fine for Saudi Arabia. And at the time when we went there, they had a 20% discount. Apart from massages, they also had facials and other beauty treatments, but I didn't avail any of them because we were only there for 2 days.
Little obstacle course here. Going a bit off-road. There are some villas over there. Not even sure if you're allowed to walk here, but I'm already walking, so let's hope no one comes, because I really want to take some pictures here. My friend is currently reading in the room, but I felt like going out and exploring, so I'm just here on my own. It's about 49 degrees, but it's a dry heat, so it's not that bad. I find it worse when it's super humid, but yeah, I'm okay for now, but I'll show you how I look in an hour once I'm done here. I also never thought that I would travel to see some rocks. If you would have told me 10 years ago this is what my vacation would look like, I would be like, are you crazy? But yeah, here we are looking at the most gorgeous rocks in the world, I think. This is a part of the resort. I'm going to show you more in depth where we stay in a bit, but for now let's go and see some rocks. Okay, this is after my shoot. So thankful for this thingy. It's the best $30 I ever invested. Yeah, as you can see, I'm starting to sweat. I think I've been here like about 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm done now. Outfit change, and then I'm gonna see where I can take some pictures next. So these are the pictures that I took. I hope you like them. And if you do, give me a follow on Instagram. Thank you.
The next point on the agenda was Maraya, aka the mirror. To be honest, this was a bucket list item of mine and a real pinch me moment when we arrived. It was huge. The camera really doesn't do justice.
Thank you.
Så du leider av.
Inside the mirror there's a concert hall, but unfortunately we were not allowed inside because there was no play on the day, so we had to explore the outside. After we made our way back to change, we went for dinner, and I was so excited because I was craving Thai food. It tasted fine and it looked really pretty, but it arrived a bit lukewarm, so I would rate it like 6 out of 10. And I think all in all we paid around $60 without alcohol.
Okay.
Welcome to day 2. Yeah. Today is another exploring day, so let's start with a healthy breakfast. Of course, Moritz is well trained already and did not touch his food before I shot my content. We traveled so many times together, so he already knows my tricks. We appreciate a patient Insta husband. Very interesting. Arabic readers have different prices than Western people. After breakfast, I made a quick trip to the pool because it was still too hot to go to Elephant Rock, which was on our agenda, but I'll show you in a bit. So yeah, these are some other angles of the pool. This time there was no one, luckily, and I still can't get enough of this view. It looks a bit like Utah, I think. And now you can enjoy a little bit of my weirdness, which you were probably missing already. You might be wondering why I'm doing this. But basically because no one is around to help me in pictures. So I'm gonna place the towel somewhere, put my phone on it because obviously I forgot my tripod, and it's a
15 minutes ride to get it back, so I have to improvise. But yeah, I'll show you the results in a bit. This is to answer everyone's question if you can wear a bikini in Saudi Arabia. You can, as long as you're in the resort. But I mean, then again, you wouldn't wear a bikini or like swimming shorts and nothing else in your own home country, right? So, yeah. Okay, that's it. Really love this backdrop. I wish all of my videos could be filmed here. I'm just moving in. But yeah, anyway, so I just wanted to answer some of your questions. So many people have asked if you have to cover up, like wear an abaya, cover your hair, but as you can see, I mean, now we are in the resort, but even if you go to the old town or at the airport, on the roads, you don't have to. And second question that you were asking is, do you have to be married? So I'm here with my best friend. He's a man, I'm not. And yeah, we're definitely not married. We're friends since 4 years, but yeah, definitely not married. No one ever asked. No one asked when we applied for the visa. No one asked when we checked into the hotel, at the airport, nothing. So it doesn't seem to be an issue. And what else? In terms of clothes, like I'm just wearing something loose because, I mean, you can see with the wind here, but it's hot wind, so it's much nicer to wear something comfortable that's flowy. I mean, I wear the same stuff in Dubai. It's not that I had to completely change my wardrobe. It's just I don't feel like wearing tight clothes like yoga pants. I mean, I've seen many people wear yoga pants, but it's just not what I would wear in hot weather. Today it's actually quite overcast, so it's maybe like 10 degrees less than yesterday. Yesterday was 45, so today is very pleasant. And what else? How far is it from the airport? I think we drove around 40 minutes. It was a really pleasant ride. We drove past some, what's it called? Some date farms. Didn't see any camels, weirdly. But yeah, it's really pleasant. Like, there's nothing else around, so be aware of that. The old town is apparently 35 minutes away. That's what we were told. We are going to go there later today. Hope to find some place to watch football. And yeah, then there's Elephant Rock, which is also 35 minutes, they said. And yeah, there's some viewpoints, but otherwise then you just chill in the resort. That's why most of the villas have a pool. And yeah, I mean, this is not like an adventure holiday. You can explore, you can go hiking, you can rent bikes, but it's not that you have a program that occupies you for like 2 weeks or something. Speaking of program and Elephant Rock, this was our fancy taxi that we waited almost 25 minutes for because the taxi situation is not as we expected. I asked several friends and they said, yeah, no problem, there's a lot of taxis around, so just order one, but yeah, it didn't happen. Anyway, so now straight to another bucket list item of mine. Look how gorgeous this is. Isn't it beautiful? Also, this thing was huge. Again, the camera doesn't do it justice. It was massive and spectacular. I'm not easily impressed by rocks, but I can tell you with confidence this is my favorite rock now. It's approximately a 200-meter walk to the center of Elephant Rock, where you can find really nice cafes and even a DJ. Quick walk around for you so you can get a better picture. It's really big. There's plenty of space to sit, many stalls to choose food from. One even had burgers, juices, coffee, whatever you need. We finally made it to Elephant Rock, as you can see. It's so cute, like I love this place. And as you can see, I'm sitting in one of those pots that you see on Instagram. Unfortunately, this was the only empty one, and so it's a bit of false advertisement because every pot that I saw online, like there are like 20 in the ground, they were all empty and it looked amazing, and I only found one empty one. So anyway, have to take what you get. But yeah, don't know if you can hear it in the background, but there's like a huge DJ party going on, which is super cool. And yeah, if you want, you can also, I don't know if you can see it from here, but there's a salt food truck. I don't know where it is. Yeah, it's just there somewhere. And there you can get some burgers and some fries. And Yeah, some drinks, no alcohol of course, but that's fine. Yeah, so definitely put this on your bucket list. It's super nice, especially for sunset, and it's free.
Now I'm showing you the other side, which is a bit closer to the entrance. Also here you have a few more food stalls, bathrooms, and more of these sitting areas. These were unfortunately reserved, so we couldn't sit there. They were really, really pretty, but it's fine. We were about to leave to head to the next thing. Unfortunately, we have to leave this beautiful resort in a bit. It's now 9:32. Oh, there's a white lizard over there. Can you see? Okay, we're about to leave to the next resort, so it's time for a summary of this place. So, things that I love is it's super quiet here. Like, there's literally no one around you. It's quiet, you don't hear anything or anyone. You only meet people when you go for dinner or breakfast, which is amazing. Like, you know, sometimes on holiday you're super social and sometimes you're not really, so this is one of these holidays. So it's perfect that we only see people at food-related outings. Yeah, anyway, so it's gorgeous. The rooms are spacious. This staff is amazing. Super nice. They pick you up by buggy. It's also great that they have a buggy service because from one point, like from our villa, for example, which is I think the second last one, to the breakfast restaurant is approximately like 10 minutes with the buggy, which means it's like 15 minutes by bike, and if you walk it's like over half an hour. So I mean, in winters must be pretty nice for a walk, but now it's super hot, so it's not impossible, but not pleasant. The gym is amazing, well equipped. They have a spa, and they currently had an offer for like 30% off. I mean, just like in any hotel, it's quite pricey. Services started from 400 SAR, which is like $100, I would say, approximately, more or less. But yeah, other than that, I love it. Super worth coming here. It's one of the nicest places I've ever been to. And now, coming to the things that could be improved. For example, I mean, I'm very grateful that you have the buggy, but for example, when you call them in the morning to go for breakfast and you're super hungry, they take like 15 to 20 minutes to come. Then you need to drive like 15 more minutes. So keep that in mind when you come here. Then we wanted to order some food at the pool yesterday, and they had like, I think maybe 4 different options, quite pricey as well, and yeah, I don't know, not ideal, so that could be improved for sure. Then one thing, like for example, I love my coffee super hot. It was quite lukewarm at the breakfast. Same with the Thai dinner that we had on the first night. My food was almost cold, I don't know why, but took quite long to come. But I don't know, would be nice to get some proper hot food next time. Then I asked my friend what he didn't like so much here. He said the light switches. I mean, can't show you now because it's daytime, but basically you have to press super long until it reacts, and then also sometimes you cannot figure out which is which because it's not properly labeled and it takes a while to figure this out. Then the coffee machine. So you had to pull out the whole coffee machine to be able to insert the small disc, which was a bit annoying, but I mean, we are complaining on a really high level here.
So yeah, that was the problem basically.
One day we
ordered room service and it took very long to come. I think more than an hour. They told us, okay, it takes 30 to 45 minutes, which is fine. I mean, given the way, like they have to come here, like drive 10-15 minutes with the buggy, prepare the food. But I think it took like 1 hour 10, so quite long. And then also they took really long to take the plates away. Usually they come after like an hour when you finished eating, but for us they came on the next day. So we had like the dirty dishes here overnight. I mean, it's okay, but I expected them to come a bit earlier. Yeah, and that's it. So do with that information what you will. And we are off to our next hotel.
Do you know the feeling of having something on your bucket list for ages and then finally ticking it off? this was me that day. I could not believe it, and I still cannot believe it, that I made it to this place. The Habitas resort is a bit smaller than the Banyan tree where we have just been earlier. So the ride here was about 6 minutes compared to the previous 15, which was a pleasant change. After the short drive, we finally made it to our house. At least we thought so, but we went the wrong way because everything here looks the same. So yeah, we took the next exit and then finally we were there. And of course, what are we doing now? The room tour. I was so excited, so I pushed past Moritz and said, don't touch anything before I took my video. Yeah, he has to bear with me a lot during the trips, but yeah, he's used to it, so it's fine. Anyway, look at this gorgeous terrace. We had some really nice coffee here once we arrived, chilled a bit on the bed, read a bit, and then we waited for lunch. The place also had a really nice storage space, so even if you have a big suitcase, there's enough space for everything, a wardrobe for your stuff, and this gorgeous... Okay, let me take you through our amazing bathroom. It's bigger than I thought. I don't know why I thought it's going to be tiny, but it's not. It's amazing. Like, look at this. It's more than enough space. The shower is huge, like bigger than in most of the hotels I've stayed in. And it has an outdoor shower. And look at this daylight. I love it. In the Banyan tree, we didn't have a daylight bathroom. I'm sure you've seen it in the other video that I posted. If not, have a look. I mean, it was amazing. It was huge. It has an amazing bathtub, but it didn't have any daylight, which was a pity, but I mean, there's worth, right? But anyway, look at this cool outdoor shower. It's perfect for this weather. It's right now 49 degrees, and I think in the evenings like around 42, 40, depending on what time you're planning on showering. But it's amazing. I love showering outside when it's warm, like I did in Thailand, for example. But yeah, just one thing for you to notice or to note is the plugs here. I don't know if you have an adapter already. If not, these are the exact same plugs that we have in the UAE as well. So don't forget your converter. Not sure where you're from, but depending on where you're from, it might not fit. So keep that in mind. I just bought mine on Amazon. It's like a $10 thingy that converts to any plug in any country, and yeah, it's an absolute lifesaver, so I can definitely recommend that. I still have this irrational fear of bankrupting my whole family if I take something from the minibar, but these dried mangoes look too good not to try, so let's go. Update, they were amazing, so worth every cent. Let's have a quick tour of the outside of our mini house, which is so pretty. It was very comfy, but to be honest, during the day it was too hot to sit there, so we sat there in the evening and had a little chat over reading our books, so 10 out of 10 recommend. After settling in, we made it to the pool first thing, because this was why I booked Habitas in the first place. I was so excited to finally make it here after this place being on my bucket list for 4 years. And I mean, how stunning is this? I still cannot believe it. It was amazing. Like, doesn't it look like Mars? Here's the pool from a different angle, and I still think this looks like fresh out of Aladdin or the former 1001 Night movies that we grew up with. I'm also a bit worried that now I will compare every single pool I will go to in my life to this one, and the chances are not really great for them. A few meters from the pool you have this beautiful art installation, which is a dark blue figure sitting on the stone. Here I'm trying to zoom in so you can see a bit better, but it's really stunning and looks like out of this world. After exploring, we made our way to lunch, and oh my god, it was so good, really. Look at this, it was delicious. But just be careful, I have a small tip at the end of this video, which will save you some bucks. The last point on our day 3 agenda was to visit AlUla Old Town, and we went for a really nice walk here, spent approximately 2 hours, and had really delicious local food. The drive there took approximately 35 minutes from our resort and was very easy to reach. Visiting the Old Town is free, however you can book a tour, which is 70 SAR, which is approximately $22. Most of the shops open between 8 and 9 a.m. in the morning. However, the Old Town really comes to life after 3 p.m. and the restaurants close between 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. So there's plenty of time for you to explore everything, try some local food. I recommend to sit at the Al Nakir cafe, which has the most gorgeous view. And for pictures, I would recommend to go to the Entrecôte de Paris. I'll show you this place in a bit. Here it is. Doesn't it look stunning? Look at the illuminated stairs. It's just gorgeous. Here are a few more impressions of how the city looks. As you can see, it's really spacious, so you can take your sweet time and spend a lot of time strolling. Many of you have asked me what's the dress code in the Old Town. There is no real dress code. Just make sure you're respectful to the culture and you feel comfy in your clothes because it's still hot. Our last day in AlUla we spent fully in the resort because there was so much to explore. Let me take you through it. We started our day with the most delicious breakfast and the most stunning view, of course. They had 4 different set menus where you could choose your favorite from, and all of them were simply amazing. Many things were also homegrown, which you could really taste, but if you wanted to, you can also order a la carte. This restaurant is also where dinner is served, and I have to say the options were amazing. They had everything for any taste, including vegetarian and vegan options as well. I went for a really nice pumpkin soup, and Moritz had the classic Arabic shawarma. After breakfast, we went for a quick round of Jenga and then made it straight back to the pool. Here you can watch me multitasking by pretending I did not see the camera that I handed to Moritz myself and losing my contact lens at the same time. After the pool I made my way to the trampolines. It was really hot, but I still wanted to go.
Hello, welcome to the trampolines of AlUla. Oh, this is so fun. Oh, yeah. I can't talk and jump at the same time. Neither can I hold my camera apparently. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this amazing place. It's huge, and they are like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 trampolines. Yeah, I'm on the biggest one currently. It's so fun, and this is also free to use when you stay in Habitas AlUla in the resort. It's not part of the Banyan tree, so keep that in mind when you book. But if you're staying in the Habitas AlUla Hotel, it's free to use, and it's available 24/7. Just they said, but yeah, you can see there's no light at night, so yeah, come at your own risk. I recommend you come during the daytime. It's much safer and more fun because you can see where you jump, do some fun videos, have some fun time. For me, I lasted like 20 minutes. That's a workout done for the week. But yeah, this is the place. Super cool. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do in AlUla.
A short 2-minute drive by buggy will bring you to these swings.
We are on our way to the swing. Don't know if you can see it. But yeah, we are gonna climb up this hill. It's not that high, but it's pretty steep, and I'm lazy, so this is my daily workout. But yeah, it's super cool. It's one of the 4 art installations. I think one is trampoline, one is this, one is the colorful balls, and the third, I don't even know what is the third. Probably the figurine on the next to the pool. Oh, yeah. Okay, we even have 2 swings. I didn't know that. This is number 1. This is number 2. We go. Oh, there's another one. 3. Didn't see that one. Which one to start with? Decisions. That there are 4 swings actually. I thought there's only 1, and then I saw 2, but now I found 2 more. So you can actually swing in any direction. How do you call this? Like, I don't know. Whatever it's called.
here it's me pretending again that I did not see the camera and that someone else filmed me other than my tripod.
And what I love most about this place is no matter where you walk, you always find something cool. Like, for example, I found this entry right next to the Sphinx, and it looks super cool. So let's just go in and hope there are no lizards who are ready to attack. Yeah, it looks amazing here. Ah, it leads to the other swing. Okay. Saskia the Explorer. There it is. Coolio. Amazing. I just love this place. It's unreal. So fun. Hello, my friends. It's unfortunately our last hour here, and I thought I'm just gonna quickly do a summary of both of the hotels and the whole experience here, just to make it a bit easier for you to decide in case you are a bit torn between if you would like to go to Banyan or Habitas. They both definitely have their own charm, and I'm happy I did both, because in the beginning I thought, okay, if I have to decide, I would be sad and probably have to go back. But I decided I will come back to AlUla for sure. I loved it so much, especially staying here in Habitas. An absolute dream. But yeah, let's be, how do you call this? Unbiased. Let's be unbiased and compare both objectively. So let's start with Banyan Tree, because that's the hotel where we stayed first. So it's important to mention that Banyan Tree focuses a lot, and this is what the staff told us there, they focus a lot on privacy. So that's why they have these huge villas. Like, I mean, in size comparison, I mean, you have seen it in the video, but I mean, it was, I think, triple or 4 times the size of what we have now. I mean, I love camping, so this is perfectly fine for me. I love it. It's just a huge difference, and I didn't expect the rooms to be that big, because I mean, still it's a desert resort and it's like camping vibe, but not there. It's like a proper house. Like, I was actually like, okay, if this was my 1-bedroom apartment, I would be so happy. It's huge. But anyway, so what they told us is it's a hotel that focuses on privacy. And that's why it's very secluded. You know, you have everything in your villa. You can have in-room dining, for example, if you don't feel like meeting anyone. If you want to have a pool, you have a pool attached to your villa. I mean, this was the second next category. Ours didn't have one because, I mean, I booked it for the amazing pool that they have, the main pool. So we didn't need one. But I mean, if you would love to have a private pool, you can. Not sure about the price, but must be maybe 2,000 a night. We paid 1,300 or something, so I think, and this is dirhams, yeah, so, or Saudi Riyals, which is almost the same, which means $300, and I think with the villa it's like 500 or 600 minimum. But now it's off season, don't forget. So in, like, when it's a bit colder, now it's like 49 degrees Celsius. So if it's a bit colder, I think the prices will go up a bit. So book accordingly. And I mean, to be honest, if you don't mind the heat, this is perfect. I love it. First, there are no people. The whole pool is empty. Like, we had, I think the most we had in Banyan Tree was 8 people at the pool, and here, yeah, I think with some kids, maybe 12, 14. So it's amazing. And you never, like, I mean, you can even see right now, right? There's no one around, like some buggies on the road bringing people to lunch. But otherwise, it's so quiet. And the difference to Habitas is that this is a social resort, how they call it. So their concept is that you have a lot of activities together. So you have yoga, for example, or like sound healing, for example. I think sometimes they have painting classes, but depends on the season. So they have a lot of stuff on offer. And they said they encourage people to mingle and to be social. I mean, like, it depends on my mood. Yeah, I can be very social, but I can also be not very social. And sometimes on holiday, I just want to read all day and not be bothered. But I love the concept, so especially if you're like a, I don't know, a group or a couple who loves to meet new people. So I would definitely go for Habitas because this is their concept. But still here, I think it's because it's off season. We didn't see that many people. For example, we went for breakfast, there was no one. Only 1 hour after, when we were at the pool, there were some people coming. For lunch, the same, like maybe 1 or 2 people. And dinner, yeah, maybe 4 people or something. So, but yeah, I get the concept. Also, they want to encourage you to be more active. So compared to the Banyan tree, there you could only rent bikes, go to the pool, do a massage or like any spa treatment, for example, and eat. So that's it. But this is their concept, you know, it's secluded and you do everything in your villa. Or when you want to go out, it's very private. But yeah, they didn't have any program. We asked, and yeah, there was nothing to do. But I mean, we didn't mind. So, but yeah, here we came, and sorry, I had to quickly come back inside because my GoPro overheated. So I think as an action camera, it also has limits to heat action. But yeah, I don't mind it. Even for me, it's too much heat, and usually I love everything that's hot. But yeah, like I'm done. I don't know. Not sure how you feel, but for me, after being 5 days consecutively in the plain heat, and you know, like I want to shoot everything. I wanted to see the trampoline, so I jumped in like 45, 46 degrees heat. Because I went like early morning, but it was so hot already. So I was like dead after 3 minutes of jumping. Then I went to the swings, also in plain heat. But anyway, I wanted to have nice memories, nice pictures that I can frame maybe. Not to sound self-centered, but sometimes they're like such cool things that I just love to think back on, and I forget because I have ADD. So if it's not in plain sight, I might forget, even if it's a super cool trip. So that's why I do that. Anyway, that's why I also talk really fast and forget and mix everything together and start 5 sentences at the same time. So please bear with me. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments, and I'll try to answer them. Okay, so in terms of points, I would like to rate food, the pool, activities, location / transportation. Anything else I forgot? Rooms maybe? Okay, so let's start with the rooms. So this point definitely goes to Banyan tree, and to be honest, I didn't know that that the rooms there are so big. It's literally a full villa that is 4 times as big as what we have here, for example. But to be honest, I don't mind. This is like an absolute camping vibe, you know. I mean, you can see here, this is it. I mean, it looks a bit smaller in the GoPro because of the angle, but basically you can walk around the bed and that's it. But the bathroom is super spacious, and to be honest, I don't need much. I'm super happy, and I came for the surroundings, not for the room, because we are outdoors like almost 16 hours, you know, of the day. So, but yeah, keep that in mind when you book. Point goes to Banyan tree because it's huge, and you have a bathtub. I love bathtubs. It's so nice, and you can just go outside and walk a lot. And from our villa, we were able to see the mirror, like the, you know, the, I think it's called Hegra, higher. I don't know. I have to double check. But yeah, any one of these. So that was really cool. We could rent bikes there, but they were not electric, so yeah, be aware of that. But I mean, it was free to rent those, which was great. Then activities, definitely point goes to Habitas, because even when we checked in, they had a whole list of activities for the day, starting with yoga early morning. There was I think 2 or 3 yoga sessions every day. Then you had sound healing, which I did in a cave. I think they had 2 sessions as well. I did the 9:30 one in the evening. An absolute dream. It was basically in a cave, and they put a huge carpet on the ground, which was super comfortable. I thought because it's on the sand it might be a bit hard, but it felt like a bed, like lying on clouds. It was so nice. And then you could choose if you want to be completely inside the cave or a bit outside, and I was like half in, half out, so I could see the stars and the clouds, and there was like a fire around. It was amazing. Like, even if you're not into meditation or stuff, I think this would be a really nice experience for you to do. And it was free. Like, all the activities here are free, which is amazing. The only thing that annoys me a bit is because both of the hotels advertise that you can do stargazing, and they have telescopes here that you can use. So we asked in Banyan tree, and there it would have been free, but all of them have been occupied because the huge villas, like it's a, I don't know, 6 people, 4-bedroom villa kind of, they were occupied, and apparently they have the right to block all of them for however long they want. So all week, like we only stayed there 2 days, but all week it was occupied, so we didn't have any chance to use them, which was a bit sad because I was really looking forward to do some stargazing. And I think it's a bit unfair just because you pay more. I think it should still be accessible for everyone to, you know, to get the privilege to try it at least. So even if you want to differentiate when people pay more, okay, then give it to them for 2 hours and everyone else can have half an hour, but at least they should make sure that everyone can experience it, because, you know, it's really special. You're like on Mars basically, so you want to do stargazing. I don't know if it's just me, but that was a bit unfortunate. And then we asked in Habitas and they said it's 500 per hour, like 500 SAR, which is $125. So yeah. Oh, jetzt nervst du mich schon wieder. Geh rein jetzt.
My name is Saskia and I'm so beautiful and I travel the
Ja, jetzt kannst du aufhören zu reden.
I really love that you follow me because I really...
See, there you have it. Even my friend thinks I'm cool. This is what I had to deal with for the past 5 days. I mean, one has ADD, the other one has ADHD, but doesn't admit it and is not medicated. So yeah, this is our life. Well, yeah, we have been best friends for 4 years, so we know each other's quirks or weirdnesses. Okay, my GoPro is done apparently with the heat. It keeps shutting down and telling me I need to cool it, but I put it in the fridge and it doesn't cool down even there, so let's make this quick. So just to compare the pool, I prefer the pool in Habitas. I mean, because in Banyan tree, it's in a stone, it's gorgeous, like it's super, super nice, but if I had to choose one, I would pick the Habitas one, because, I mean, it looks like you're literally on Mars, and the contrast of the turquoise, I think that's how you pronounce it. If not, I don't know, I'll say turquoise because that's in German. You know what I mean. The color is amazing in contrast to the orange stones, and it just looks unreal. Like, I fell in love when I saw it 4 years ago for the first time, and I'm so grateful that I'm here. It looks even better than on all the pictures that I've seen. So if I had to pick one, it would be the Habitas pool. Then let's rate the food. Definitely Habitas is going to win this battle, because the food, first, they have more choice. They have many different cuisines. The breakfast buffet, not buffet, but the breakfast menu is amazing. You have like a set menu that is included in your package, like if you took the breakfast package with your stay. But they also have a la carte in case you would like to have something else. The quality here, I feel everything tastes homegrown, and it's like they pay a lot of attention to detail. And in Banyan tree, unfortunately, we had mediocre experiences. For example, by the pool, the menu is very measly. It's like meager. You have 4 dishes, and then what happened, we went to the Thai restaurant there, and I was looking forward because I love Thai food, but it came lukewarm, almost cold, and it didn't even take long. So I don't know how it ended up being almost cold. Quality wise was not the best, to be honest. Then we had a buffet once, which was, I mean, they had a lot of choice, but even there it was so, like, you know, it's nothing where you would go back and get a second portion. You just try everything once and that's it. Then what else do we have? Okay, staff wise, both of them are amazing. Both resorts are really wide, so you definitely have to either take a bike or a buggy. We had normal bikes in Banyan tree, which was nice, and here in Habitas usually they said they have e-bikes, which is great, because I mean, if you have to go up the mountain, it's quite a ride. But they said because of the heavy rain that was here 3 months ago, all the bikes were outdoors and then unusable afterwards, so they're still under maintenance. We couldn't use them, but yeah, I mean, it's nice to get around, but you can just call the staff and schedule a buggy ride wherever you want to go, to the pool, restaurant, or reception. They pick you up here. Just takes a while sometimes, like for example, I mean, yesterday he came really quick, like within 5 minutes, but then also we had to call twice because after 20 minutes one didn't come, and we had to watch the football, so we had to be on time. So yeah, it's pretty random, but it's super nice that they have the service, so don't want to be ungrateful. And then yeah, the point for the activities again goes to Habitas because they have so much more to do. Also, location-wise, I mean, both of them, they're like 6 minutes apart by taxi, if that, maybe 5 minutes. From the airport, therefore, both like 35-40 minutes, depending on traffic. It's a super nice ride, it goes quick. This is my last try to record this because now my microphone is almost empty, my camera is almost empty, and I keep shutting down because it's so hot. Anyway, what else is important is how to get here. So we took a taxi from the airport, like they're just readily available. You don't have to book anything unless you have it included in your stay, but for us I think it was $450, so like over $100, so we didn't take it, and we paid 150 SAR to come to Banyan tree, so I think to Habitas might be same or just a bit less. So yeah, be aware of that. But I heard some people, they also rented a car. The drivers here also drive on the left, so it's the same as in Europe, for example. And apparently it's like $40 to $50 a day. Everything that we checked was a bit more, like $70 to $100 every day, so that's why we didn't do it. But to be honest, we didn't need it because the staff at Banyan Tree was so nice to drive us to Habitas when we changed the hotel. They didn't charge us anything, but even there, I think they wouldn't charge that much to bring you just to the neighbors, because they get along really well. That's to promote each other, because it's, I mean, in the end, it's a different concept, and it's up to your personal choice which one you prefer. Anyway, what else is there to say? So yeah, to sum up, transportation, both are the same. Rooms, Banyan Tree wins, pool, Habitas wins, activities, Habitas wins, and food. So we have a winner, which is Habitas, and but yeah, to be honest, both were amazing stays. I'm happy I did both. But if you have to choose, I would recommend you either stay at Habitas and do a day pass. I think it's 400, they said, plus tax. So you can get a shuttle just to Banyan Tree. You can do 1 day there and then stay here for 3 days or 4, or you do what we did. But I would recommend, to be honest, if you compare the two, do 2 days there and 3 days here, I would say, or you do 2 and 1, something like that. But although I would recommend to stay in Habitas at least 3 days, because you have so many activities here. Like even if you do 1 or 2 a day, then you would still need to stay 3 days, also chill by the pool. Then you can go and see the Old Town, see the mirror, Elephant Rock, the tombs, do the trampolines here, do the swing, do maybe like a food tour or something, or visit a date farm. Yeah, so I would recommend to stay minimum 4 to 5 days in Saudi, explore a little bit. AlUla is so beautiful. Just don't come when it's 49 degrees hot. That's my only recommendation, unless you want to save money. But I'm sure this offer goes even like, or starts a bit earlier. So yeah, come whenever you can. But yeah, definitely put it on your list, because it's a once in a lifetime experience.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe. I would be so happy to have you on board for my future travels. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'll happily answer all of them. And most of all, I hope that you got a taste for AlUla now, and that is going to be your next trip. It's really unique, you love it. Thanks for watching.